And all of a sudden, I just had this moment of not even epiphany, just like the 11th hour of the soul, where I had just dropped. And said, what is the point? Why am I doing this? Why do I continue? But I kept having the vision when I would meditate or run of all this love coming into my life. So I kept the faith. I kept the faith. And one day my back was just starting to break and I couldn't do the job anymore. And I called a friend of mine. He gave me some background work on Bernie Mac. Within just a few months, they kept putting me in stuff. I kept making people laugh. And all of a sudden I realized, you know what, I'm pretty funny. And all of a sudden I started realizing that I was funny.
Yeah.
And Ken Kwapis came on and he thought I was funny.
So Ken Kwapis directed the pilot of The Office.
Yep.
He directed like 10, 15 episodes of The Office, the finale as well. Great TV director. With the Larry Sanders Show, one of the original directors of that. And he directed a lot of Bernie Mac, which was a really funny show.
Really
People
fun
don't
show.
remember.
No, but
Bernie's
Bernie's
they don't
a great
stream
guy.
it anymore. That was a funny show.
I don't know.
I always liked it. Bernie was incredible.
But he really liked me, and he kept using me for bits. You'll see me, if you go back to old Bernie Mac stuff, I'm always in the background doing some stupid Charlie Chaplin bit or Jacques Tati stumble or one of these things, typical early Creed face, to run the background.
Yeah.
And so that's that. And the rest of the story is there.
And Ken Kwapis knew who you were from the grassroots.
He had his assistant go to Amoeba to get a bunch of albums, and he signed them for him. He gave me his number, unprecedented. And I called him when I heard about the Ricky Gervais thing.
The Office.
The American Workplace.
Yeah.
As it was called.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Ken Kwapis got you on as background, because I remember early on shooting maybe the pilot, but one of the first episodes, and Ken Kwapis talks like this, and he's like, hey everybody, how's it going? Hey, I want you to meet someone really special here. This is Creed Bratton. He was in the grassroots. He's actually a rock star musician and a brilliant songwriter, and he's going to be doing background back here in the back tables, something like that.
Something like that. And then we did 6 episodes.
Yeah.
About the third weekend, I realized now I had bypassed the casting system by doing.
Right.
I wrote my own bit. I created this character. I submitted it to Greg Daniels.
Yeah.
And
what were you thinking when you created the character of Creed?
I was thinking
how were you perceiving of that original character? Because he morphed into something different.
He did. He morphed into something. The original guy was a guy who OD'd and ended up on a Greyhound bus. He didn't OD. He passed out on a bus, ended up in a dumpster, and Ed Trucks found him and brought him and gave him the job, which I couldn't do, which I do. And that was the idea. And by the way, I don't know about you, but the rest of the cast resented the fact that I completely bypassed the casting, because they all had to audition. You guys had to audition.
Yeah.
I just did it.
I don't think. Come on.
But by
knowing
the way,
that ensemble.
Listen.
Are you saying that you were resented?
By the way, I had more movie credits than the whole cast combined when I first came on. Albeit mostly silent films in black and white.
Yep.
But still,
not so many talkies.
The numbers add up.
The Soul Boom Podcast, coming April 9th. Subscribe now on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you get your stupid podcasts.